Alright, I'm just going to do a video just giving you an oversight basically on, just get my spectacle savers on. Right, just giving you an oversight on this first aid kit from Ava, and yeah, I bought this last week, and my power washer now, my P70 is it's about 2 year old. It's kept indoors. You know, when you're buying a £400+ power washer, you don't want it left in a shed. Let's get myself in shot. You don't want it left in you don't want it leaving it in your shed. Yeah, no good. Anyway, theft as well. That would have been nicked ages ago if I left that in shed. Yeah, so basically, I bought the seal kit, which is called the First Aid Kit. You can find it on the Ava website. It gives you all the main seals for like your lamp, you know, your hoses, your the filter, and you get. Let me bring you closer. Oh bloody hell, mummy, bloody hell. Just oh. Right, so you've got your power. You've got your lance. The section for your, what they call it, for your foam lance. This is not this standard lance you get. I don't know if they still sell the old lance actually, but so you've got this like metal mesh thing for which goes inside here. I'll show you how you do that. In fact, I'll give you a quick view of what you get inside. I've already had this opened. So you've got like your screwdriver, you know, your Torx. I think it's a Torx 20. This one's got like a drill attachment. Well, not a drill. Well, you can put it in a drill, or you can put it on one of these screwdrivers. It's a bit different to the standard one you get inside the pack with the actual power washer itself. You've got these. I don't even know what the bloody word for these will be. Universal green. Well, you know what? I don't even know what they're. I don't even know what they're called. Anyway, I'll show you how you put them in. Because there's no instructions. There's no instructions on how to do all this. By the way, it's just you know, it seems to be the norm these days. You never get instructions. I bought an uprated turbo for my car, and it came with the hardware. It came with was just ridiculous, and there was absolutely no instructions on how to fit it. Right. So you've got a couple of Torx screws. These like self-tapper things. You've got two here. I think these go in. I think they're for the lance. For your lance. You've got these U-clips, which are for your like your bayonet fitting. You know where the union is on your. I'll show you on here. Tell you. Just give you an idea. This is a hose. This is a replacement hose. It goes on there. Oh yeah. You've got these things here. My power wash is quite an old one, so it doesn't have these. These must have come on a later model. But all your O-rings here, you've got your small ones. I was unsure whether you got these ones were the right ones for your hose, because obviously your hose on your washer as well has these little ones. You get 6 of those. And then you got these slightly. I'm not sure where those ones go actually. Those slightly big ones, but this bigger one here is for your filter. Right, let me just put some of this away so I don't confuse myself. Oopsie daisy. Obviously, yeah, you've got your filter as well for your for your filter. You got a filter for your filter. Put them in there. Get them out of the way. There's another. Oh no, that's your orange thing. Yeah, so basically that's what you get. My main reason was that's my old filter. It's still in good condition. It's really easy to remove. I don't need to. Oh no, there is another O-ring. Actually, that O-ring there doesn't come in the kit. That just seems to come with the filter. Right. Anyway, so you've got your filter here. Sorry, I'm using the power adapter. Right. So this basically, I'm not going to use any grease on this. Just goes in like that. I like it to be nice and flush in the window, so the lines don't overlap the window. Like that. Push it in. Make sure it seats nicely. Then you've got this washer here, which is off the actual filter itself. I don't think it's directional, but I did have it this way up. This is the way it came out, and then basically just, you know, when you take this off, a pick's really handy with this. Just get a pick and, you know, just sort of, or get some pliers and just pull it and it'll come out. But I'm gonna just to be OCD, I'm just gonna line these little see those little lips on the end, those little ridges. I'm just gonna line them up with the crosshead for OCD's sake. Right, push that in. Make sure it's sat nice. It will go in flush when you tighten it onto your power washer. What I used is, this is a 20, I know everyone won't have one of these, but this is a 20mm socket, long, you know, deep reach. And if yours is a bit tight, if your filter's a bit tight, just get a 27mm on it, it'll come off. You know, this only should be snugged on tight, you know, you don't go He-Man with things like this. So mine was quite tight coming off because it's never been off before, so obviously I just got a 20mm socket for that. Right, I'll show you. The other thing I did as well with mine, when I opened my the lance section, the head of the foam cannon, my screws were absolutely rotten. I think I've just saved them in time, so I just put them in a bit of rust remover and then got a wire wheel and cleaned them, and I've painted them just to give them a bit of protection. So this is not a step you need to do. This is, again, just me being a bit over the top. So yeah, mine were really rusty, so I'm just trying to save them. I mean, you don't need to take this off at any point. This doesn't need to come off. Yeah, remember, if you're screwing into plastic, you don't go over tight. No Castle or Grayskull levels of torque, because you will strip it. They're only self tappers. I'll probably get a bit of black paint and just touch up them just to make sure that, because I've stripped it, obviously we're using that. Right, so I take this apart. Again, pick. Every toolbox should have a pick. If you look here, sorry, I'm trying to film and right, there's a little slot there. If you get your pick under, oh God, be careful as well, God. Honestly, the amount of times I've stabbed myself, it passed. Get your pick, put your pick. Yeah, that's it. She's off. Right. When this comes apart, there's a little spring with a. When you hit this, can you hear this? That ratchet, right? That's on a spring. Up there. that shot off. Right. I'll show you where that goes in a minute. So, you got the end off. The end section twists off like that, and then inside there is your metal, whatever that's called, your filter. It's a filter type thing. I mean mine looks absolutely brand new. It doesn't even, I don't even think there's any point even in changing that, but I'll do it anyway. Plop it in, plop your new one in, save that one for later. Make sure it's sitted nice and firmly. Stick it on the end, and then when you twist it, it should sit into a recess so it's nice and flush. Right, that's that done. Right, you've got this piece here now. So it faces, so the cutout, I don't know why I'm having different, where's the camera? Well, oh, that's why I can't, 'cause I'm trying to, right, so that, where is it? There's a hole there, just there, hole, that goes in there, like that, so it's facing in that direction. And then what the trick is to do is when you put the end over, just get your pick, again the pick comes in handy, push it down so it'll look like that, and then stand it on its end, push in, and then give me strength, mummy. Hang on, bloody hell. Oh, sugar and cream. Oh, I might have actually had that wrong way round. Is it that way? Does it go that way? I think it might be that way actually. Ignore the first step. Right, on. Am I doing something wrong here? I'm sure it was that way round. No, it was the right way round the first time. That air's doing my head in. Right. So, you know what I mean? The typical when you... Give me strength, Lord. Oh, I know what's happened. As I've been pushing it in, the end's come off. That's why I couldn't get it in. So yes, sorry, we're making a mountain out of a molehill here, aren't we? Making a right big kerfuffle right there. So it is that orientation, right? No wonder it won't work in. Again, take 75, push in. There we go. Now she's on. There we go. And then you got the ratchet. Get your nice little massive U-ring, whatever you call it, U-ring. Could be an N-ring if it's that way around. Now it's a U here. Clip. Push it in. Push it in, not like that, because I've just I'm rushing now, you know what I mean? I'm rushing. Alright, make sure you... Oh dear. So I don't make videos. Right, there we go. Have it all seated nicely. She's all set now. She's all set for power washing some snowy foamy. Oh yeah, the other thing I forgot to show you. This O-ring here, out of the pack. It shows you on. If you look on the pack, it tells you on the side. It tells you where they go, which device, you know where. So, these O-rings are quite tight, obviously because they've been on for ages. But get your pick. Again, just be so careful with your pick. You can do nasty damage to yourself. Get your pick. O-ring off. I'm just gonna get some. I've just got some red grease here. Oh bloody ass bit. Just gonna put a little bit of red grease on that. Get a cloth. No worse than having dirty, greasy hands when you're doing stuff like this. Tell you what, if you've ever rebuilt, if you've ever rebuilt drive shafts, tell you, the grease on drive shafts is ridiculous. Right. There you go. That's on now. Let's get washed dry my hands. Let me just pause. Right, I'll show you how to. I'll give you right, this is those little universal things, those little, where it clips into the, these do have a washer that goes on the end. There is a washer that goes, an O-ring goes on the end of these. I'll show you on the little picture. I think it goes on the end, or it goes in before. Just goes in before. Now I'm using a, basically, because what happens with these is, I ain't got a screwdriver quite that big. There's no, they're not, again, these are relatively easy. Just get my, let me just turn the camera around. Right, show you what I mean. Come over to the power washer. So like I say, the other thing I've done is I've changed those O-rings on there. Same with the O-rings down here, which is this lead here, and the O-rings on the lance, well, the hose that goes in, you know, the other thing I did is I got, when you when these come out, all that will be quite sort of pitted and corroded, well, depending again on the age of your machine. I just get a Dremel with a wire wheel on and give it a nice good clean. It's like brand new. Yeah, so my point was, yeah, so this here is what you're changing, is that thing. Just get your thing in, turn it, if it should be like that. I think I'm just gonna get a pick now. The old faithful pick. Oh, hang on. Trying to do this one-handed, it's not easy. There you go. There we go. You get the idea anyway. So that's out. Yeah, there is an O-ring in there. There is an O-ring. Right, put it back in. Get your little. I mean, this is. I'm just using a. You have to bear with me because that's it. Yeah, put it back in, turn it. I'm using a pry bar. So, yeah, give it a nice clean. It looks like brand new. She looks like brand new. She does. Yep, all cleaned up. I've even greased in there, so we know where it spins. Greased it all up. Yeah, in fact I did. I took the gun apart and give that a clean inside. That's quite relatively easy to follow. Right, yeah, so oh yeah, I may as well put this on, may as well put the old filter on. So what I do is excuse me, get your filter. Just bear with me, sorry, I am trying to do this one-handed. No, it should just be tight, but just get a socket, get a 20. In fact, that 1 second. 1 second. That's it. I mean, I'm just gonna give that a little. Yeah, that's it. I'm stuck now. I don't think the 27mm socket's exactly designed for that, but again, it should only be snugged up. Yep. So yeah, lovely. Yeah. So yeah, just I hope that gives someone an idea of what to do. Peace out, mummy.